3-hour drive north from Toronto, followed by a 40-minute boat ride down the French River. It's our family trip to Atwood Island, and it's Major's first time.
Major, do you see it yet?
That's it. Yeah, Major, that's it.
A whole bunch of together.
Major, this is your first time.
What do you think?
It's awesome. I can't believe it. I'm gonna fish for my first time here.
Now time for the walk to Pop Pop's cabin. It's time to get ready for the big day tomorrow. Magnus is getting in some practice, and so is Pop Pop. And then there's Major. Now it's time for the real thing, so we make the scenic trip upriver to Georgian Bay.
Look at the ducks in the rapids here. No ducks. And there they go. They're swim fast. Go faster, go faster.
Almost immediately, Magnus strikes. And again,
Nice catch,
and again.
Magnus. Just right size. Let's put him in the bag. It's your third one of the day, huh?
Pop Pop is impressed.
He's physically getting competent. He knows how to cast, and he can use my good stuff as far as the lures and the reels and poles, and that makes a gigantic difference because you can throw it farther. He understands how to use a bait casting system, which isn't easy. So he's way advanced in that regard. His focus is 24/7. I mean,
Right.
you don't want to be close to him in the boat because he just is liable to run you over or is not because he's focused in on what he's doing.
Magnus, can you believe this is your third time coming here?
I mean, it's kind of hard to believe. It's awesome. The past couple times, I didn't really know what I was doing. Like, I get in a lot of trouble. I get caught in weeds or stuff like that. But like this time, I felt like I've gotten a lot better. I've caught the most fish I've ever caught up in Canada, 23. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain.
Did you say 23?
Yeah.
What is it that you're using that continues to kind of bring them in?
This gold rattle trap, which Pop-Up calls a honey lure. I used it last night and caught 10. And then today I caught 23 so far.
Although fishing is cool, Major's really digging the boat rides.
Right. Tell me about the boat ride this morning.
It was awesome. It was really fast. We caught a lot of fish.
Cool.
Even Pop-Pop did.
Even him? Nice.
Truth be told, Pop Pop's so good he doesn't fish, he just catches.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, she looks needy. Do your first cast?
Major gets an A for effort, but this
You know
fishing
it?
thing is not coming easy.
Watch it. Just take it back. Take it back. Look at it. Take it back. Let it rip. You got to push the button. You know you got to do that. Got another try. There you go. Try it again. Push the button down. Hold it down. That's not going to catch any fish. You're going to have to do better than that.
Pop Pop says it's just all part of the process.
Hey, Pop-Pop.
Yeah,
this
man.
is Major's first trip to Atwood.
Yes, sir.
Any words you kind of want to leave for him about this experience?
Well, I just hope that he recognizes now how gorgeous it is here, number one, and how uniquely primitive it is, number two, but how much having a method and a accountability to recognize that to catch fish, you've got to go through a couple of steps, and I think he'll see that from all of us who've been here before, and that we all have a part that we play here in Shore Lunch, and that the family being together is worthy of his time and his effort, and I think he's showing me that he's doing all of those things. So, there's a first time for everything, so we give him a little latitude, let him sort of find his way, and then we expect more the second, third, and fourth times he's here,
Right.
and I think he will appreciate more success.
Speaking of success, this may have been Molly's most productive Atwood trip ever.
I got 2 bass at one time, although one was wise enough to pop off, so I can't prove it.
We've never seen that before.
Terry saw it.
No,
I saw 2 of them too, so they were both fighting for the same lure, huh?
I was wondering how I was going to get 2 off.
Look at that.
Wow, Molly.
That's the same as my other one, I think, right?
Major, go
Pretty
get him.
close.
Go get him.
There's lots right here. I saw.
Wow.
2 at one time.
I have discovered the key for me. I have to utter it. I have to speak it into existence, and then it happens. Wow.
But it's not just about fishing, it's about learning.
In addition to being free from electronics and being truly unplugged, something that I think is a really important thing for the kids to witness is that whole water to table concept, kind of like we talk about farm to table with produce and vegetables. The kids get to actually catch something in its habitat. It gets brought to shore. They get to watch the process of preparing it to eat and then cooking it, and they participate in preparing it. And then they get to consume what they caught. And I think that's a really important lesson that kids maybe miss out on when everything that they get is from a grocery store these days or from a restaurant. And I think it grants them the ability to really respect what they're catching. It provides an opportunity for them to respect the process of what they eat, and it's all a gift. So I think that's a really powerful experience for them.
Molly and Magnus weren't the only ones who had personal bests. This guy did too.
Look at that.
It's the biggest pike I've ever caught.
Wow.
Biggest fish I've ever caught.
Could this be my trophy fish? The answer is yes.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Back it up,
I don't want to keep her too long.
I've been coming to Atwood for 17 years, 7 different trips. Never have I caught a fish so big. 41 inches. That thing was so big, I didn't even know how to hold it. Mr. Terry, thank you for putting me in the right spot. Now it's time to make the beautiful journey back to the island. After a day of fishing, we were fortunate to hear stories and a song from an island legend.
Auf Erwalderisch Moo. Ziggy, 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 ziggy. Hi, hi, hi.
These are times we'll never forget, and Major won't forget that if he's patient, the miraculous can happen in Canada. And the next day, it did.
I got a big
Major
one.
has his first fish. Bring it over here, bud. Yes, sir. Whoa.
It's a big one.
No, don't keep him in the water. Keep him in the water, bud. Keep him in the water. Bring him over here, Mr. Terry.
There he is. He wanted it to come.
Major's first fish.
Look at that.
Look at that, Mage. Wow.
That's a pike.
That's a pike. You caught him.
Good job.
What do you think about that?
It was awesome.
Come over here. Let's see your fish.
I hold it up.
You know what? Why don't I take the hook out of it?
After the fishing was over, we paid tribute to the man who passed down this tradition.
We're going to fish just a little bit here.
We are going into Black Bay, Major. This is where your great-grandfather loved to fish and where his ashes were spread.
25 years since I've been in here.
Where's this moment?
We're in Black Bay.
And I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to.
This was Pop's favorite spot. He caught a 53-inch muskie right on the other side of that little, where a big rock is sitting right out there. It made his whole career. Up here, that's for sure.
How deep is it here?
There's just a magical little pond back here. Sometimes you couldn't even get in, and that was a whitewater rapids most of the time. And it was just gorgeous back here. It was just so mystical. And then when he caught that big one, it was crazy good. It was crazy good. So this is where we laid him to rest.
And my time is at
Breathtaking scenery. Family memories made. And new fishing tales to be told. But nothing compares to seeing Atwood through the eyes of a child. Until next time, Atwood.
See you next time, Atwood.
but I always thought